Hey there! Welcome to Origins Odyssey. Today, we're embarking on an absolutely fascinating journey to uncover the incredible story of how life began on our amazing planet, Earth. Are you ready for this adventure? Now, close your eyes and imagine this. 4.5 billion years ago, our planet was a truly hostile and chaotic place. It was a fiery, molten world, constantly in turmoil, with volcanic eruptions and no sign of life. Over a vast amount of time, this chaotic planet began to cool down, slowly forming solid land and vast, deep oceans. Can you picture that dramatic transformation? It's pretty wild, isn't it? But that's just the beginning. The story of how life emerged on Earth is nothing short of extraordinary. Join us as we unravel this truly incredible and awe-inspiring tale of life's emergence on our planet. We will explore the mysteries of how simple molecules evolved into complex forms of life, setting the stage for the rich diversity we see today. Now that we have a picture of early Earth, let's explore what made this hostile environment just right for the beginnings of life. Earth's cooling allowed for the formation of oceans, which became the cradle of life. In these primordial waters, a remarkable chemical soup began to brew. Imagine lightning storms, volcanic activity, and ultraviolet radiation providing the energy needed for simple molecules to bond. Over time, these molecules formed more complex compounds, like amino acids and nucleotides, which are the building blocks of life. It's fascinating to think about how these simple ingredients came together to create something so extraordinary. Now, let's dive a bit deeper. Picture the oceans teeming with countless chemical reactions. The energy from lightning, volcanic heat, and UV radiation sparked the formation of these essential organic molecules. Picture tiny amino acids floating in the vast primordial seas, occasionally bumping into each other and forming longer chains, eventually becoming proteins. Similarly, nucleotides linked up to form nucleic acids, the precursors to DNA and RNA. One of the most groundbreaking experiments that support this idea was conducted by Stanley Miller and Harold Urey in 1953. They simulated early Earth conditions by mixing water, methane, ammonia, and hydrogen in a closed system, then introducing electrical sparks to mimic lightning. After a week, they discovered that several organic compounds, including amino acids, had formed. This experiment was a pivotal moment in our understanding of how life's building blocks could have arisen naturally on the early Earth. But this wasn't a simple process. It took millions of years of molecular dance, trial, and error, driven by the raw energy of the early Earth. And yet, through this seemingly chaotic process, something miraculous happened. Simple molecules started to form more complex structures, leading to protocells, the very first simple life forms. These protocells had a membrane-like structure, which allowed them to maintain an internal environment different from the surrounding ocean. This was a crucial step towards the development of living cells. So, how did these protocells transform into living organisms? That's where things get even more interesting. The process called abiogenesis is believed to be the bridge from non-living to living. During abiogenesis, these simple protocells gradually evolved more complex functions. They started to develop primitive metabolic pathways, allowing them to harness energy from their environment. Some protocells even began to replicate, passing on their molecular instructions to the next generation. Imagine the early Earth, with countless protocells floating in the primordial oceans, each a tiny experiment in the grand laboratory of life. Some protocells succeeded, replicating and evolving, while others faded away. Over time, these successful protocells became more efficient and more complex, setting the stage for the first true living organisms. One more notable experiment worth mentioning is the work done by Jack Szostak and his team. By experimenting with fatty acids and other simple compounds, they demonstrated that these molecules could spontaneously form vesicles, which are similar to the early protocells. These vesicles could grow and divide, showing a primitive form of replication. But the story doesn't end here. Join us in the next segment as we delve deeper into the mysteries of abiogenesis and follow the journey of these protocells as they evolve into more complex forms of life. This is just the beginning of an extraordinary journey through time, and we can't wait to share more with you.